Gabriele, thank you for taking time to speak with us today.
Thanks.
Ciena announced in April the new architecture around the plan, and the focus is on the Kubernetes architecture. I'll just take some of our listeners back to Ciena, because Ciena's been a leader in network automation through organic development, but also through some of the acquisitions you made, starting with Sire, and then you've done Packet Design, Don River, and Ciena. So you're bringing all those together. Can you just give us a sense of the architecture and how you re-architected a collection and orchestration, inventory, and assurance assets?
Yeah, correct. Thanks, and thanks for having me here, Patrick. Correct. So I think we decided some time ago that the right architecture would be a cloud native. This is actually not just the merits of the technology itself, but also looking at the market is obviously a large portion of our implementations today cloud-based. So cloud-based also means cloud native as well. I mean, leveraging the both microservices, but also the cloud native underlying Kubernetes as that allow us to basically have the ability to basically life cycle each one of the products on a common architecture. We call it our cloud native platform. And so it also allows us to propose a solution in a private and public cloud approach, hybrid cloud approach throughout. We thought that it's also the right architecture because it allows us to further integrate our products, providing more value to customers, but also pulling some common services, security aspect, service bypass management, authentication aspects, some of the data management capabilities as well. And also, I actually think this is the foundation for the future of the different modules that we actually are building and further integrating, for example, artificial intelligence or a common development environment and virtual non. These architecture also brings common user interface to all the different products, so make them almost applicable into this architecture. So I would say that it's probably the path to an evolution of for it, as you mentioned. All the different products can be acquired. I think they're actually flourishing.
Yeah, I think the other thing that's interesting is you've abstracted away from the network. So what you're providing to the customers that are moving down the path to more of a cloud-based implementation is that abstraction layer. But at the same time, you're using a common data model, common inventory. And so where you had before, if you will, stacks of assurance or fulfillment or inventory-based systems, you've sort of brought that all together. So in some ways, you're removing that integration.
That is correct. I think we are obviously, as World Planet, we are multi-vendor by design and multi-dairy, which means that we need to basically, we'll cut across many technologies. And also we have a very service-based architecture. If you look at service inventory, service assurance, or some of the service design aspects. Abstraction is not just a nature, I'd say it's probably a key principle of what we do. Because if you look in this industry, we really are this independent player, actually, where we can actually go across fixed networks all the way to mobile networks and everything in between, certain interface. But also being able to abstract yourself on different network elements, where today you find, physical elements, virtualized elements, cloud-native elements, across different processes that you can badge.
Yeah, and Ciena also has, outside of Neat Planet, you have Navigator, which was the MCP, your domain manager for the optical IP infrastructure. Take us through how the interface between the domain controller, not only for Ciena, but also where you're integrating with other vendors in the community. You talked about.
Yeah, great. Great point. So first of all, there's a very, very strongly close relationship with Ciena, with Ciena. Therefore, Navigator we integrate deeply in and around Navigator. And actually, this happens across multiple areas. Obviously, there's a natural fit from a route optimization and assurance aspect.
Yeah.
But there's also very interesting synergy with our inventory aspects, where you can actually start to look at planning of a network across a layer, end-to-end. We have one of the logical components of requirement is our resource adaptation layer, where we basically have a resource adaptation with models, both from an inventory, from an assurance perspective. So obviously we have a tight out-of-the-box integration with Navigator, so we can basically complement what they do with higher-level workflows or other vendor aspects of the network. And then we apply the same logic to basically build adapters and resource, tapping into different resources from the other marketplace as well. Obviously, the benefit of having Ciena and applied together, it basically brings this, pre-integrated aspect or pre-integrated capabilities in the transport domain, transport capability.
Yeah.
But then we're also able to extend this all the way from access to one side, the government.
So that's it. So you had your release in April, so we're a few months in the release. Give us a perspective on the customers that you're working with, early customers, their reception, and probably more importantly, we're at an event where we're talking about the journey towards autonomous network operations, and there's an aspect of CI/CD that's coming out of the IT industry looking applied itself. How are customers thinking about this now, and what are your expectations, or how they're going to use Ciena's?
Yeah, so it's fairly easy or straightforward. All of our new customers are effectively adopted this game, because that's how the platform comes. It's inside of. Now, the interesting fact is that to complement the cloud-native platform, we also offer something called CNIS, Cloud-Native Operation Services.
Yep.
Because in many, interesting to say, in 2024, still to date, some customers are still in the process of deploying Kubernetes, deploying the cloud-native architecture. So we actually offer a set of services in terms of cluster management, cluster design, login monitoring that actually complement. So we like to really help our customers as a software company to not just drop a product, but help them in this transition to cloud-native. And then all the existing customers, we have very large installed base. We basically have built a natural evolution in progress towards the cloud-native platform. So as they basically refresh the different capabilities, this cuts across from inventory to automation orchestration all the way to assurance. So I would say that from a new customer perspective, they're basically ready to jump. They're jumping on it as they effectively get it as part of our product.
Okay.
And the installed base are transitioning in, and we have the teams.
Yes. What should we expect for releases in terms of frequency and cadence of releases?
Blue Planet offers typically 3 releases per year.
Okay.
And we are, these allow us to deliver features frequently, but we also are able to, lifecycle microservices on top of those releases as well.
Yeah.
The other interesting thing that we're introducing, we're also able to have all our different products and basically on a coordinated release where we could even implement them all together. So having basically a single implementation process procedure and reducing some of the complexity of the product.
Yeah.
Of course, they're separate products, but they operate either independently or in a single.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for your time, man.